Hello guys and welcome to episode 4 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough, playing as the Kavithan Protectorate using the Supremacy affinity. And we're going to be continuing by watching the Brazilians move through my lands. Like I said in the last episode, don't know what they're going to do, but we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Hopefully the siege worm won't attack my city. You know, it might do. If it does, then I can just put my efforts into destroying that. Now, we don't actually have any tile improvements over here at the moment, so that's okay.
I love computers because they automate the tedious stuff and give us more time for important things like market manipulation.
And there we go. Computing is complete. We are now working on alien sciences, which is just fine. And in Mandira we can actually work on that spy agency. In Syra we can get a network, possibly. But I don't really want to do that until I built it in Mandira, because then I get like a production bonus towards it. It would be good if I could actually place the miasmic repulsor that they've just built here beforehand. Because I think that's what he built. Not sure. Because if not, I want to build another one. Let's get a worker here for now. And in Asira we can work on a site nursery. And this explorer can actually head back towards our cities now because he needs to get more expedition modules before I forget. The gunner here can move forwards and attack the siege worm again. Asraya can attack this siege worm. And the miasmic repulsor in Mandira can go up here. Wonderful. So that's pretty much perfect in terms of layout for our miasmic repulsors. Only a couple of resources that I've missed out, but that should be fine. If we need to, we can just tech towards our workers being immune to miasma so they can work those tiles. Let's get this marine to fortify. Move on to the next turn. Now what I could do just to be annoying is actually set up 2 units fortified here, which will stop the Brazilians from moving their armies through there. I could also do the same here. We'll continue our bombardment from Asraya. And this worker I will actually manually use to get this Reslin under our control. Now I'll move forwards as gunner. He's not going to be able to attack anything this turn if I do that. But I wanted him to get in range of this siege worm so we could destroy it as soon as possible. In Syra though we will work now on a colonist. Because I said I was going to do that in Mandira in the last episode, but I didn't get around to it. So we're going to build a couple. I'll send one down here and I'll put one over here. There's a crack in there. Now we can't actually get round the Pan-Asians here, which is quite funny, because I haven't teched to be able to go over water yet. I'm so adamant about staying on land that I just haven't even teched that. Right, let's get this raptor bug back to friendly territory. We can maybe even use him to go have a look at what's going on with the Russians. That might be a good idea. Send them all the way up north. He can go through miasma, so we don't have to worry about that. Actually, he can see what's going on with Banu Musa, because I think, yeah, Banu Musa is actually being attacked by the Brazilians, like I thought. That's going to be really annoying, because the majority of our income at the moment comes from Banu Musa. But they don't seem to be doing too well there at the moment. Going to construct a paddock around this Breslin. And this gunner can actually move one step away from the siege worm and attack it. You can use this Raya to attack that siege worm there. We can't destroy it yet with the marine, so I'm not going to try. And this worker has completed his job, so let's go to this fibre, is it? Yeah, and we can build a plantation there to get even more production for Sabda. Oh, and then we can go to the chitin. See, doing it by yourself can be a lot more beneficial. Obviously the AI sort of knows what it's doing. You know, it was nice of it to build a Phyrexite mine, of course, but at the same time can get it wrong or just waste time. Brasilia attacking Bani Musa, but yeah, like I say, not really getting very far. Good to see. Get a plantation here. We shall blow the crap out of this siege worm, and actually I'll take the marines out of there, move the gunners in, and maybe I could use the gunners to finish them off? Nope, maybe not. Okay. Well, that was a bit pointless then. I was hoping that my gunner would be in range to attack the siege worm as well. But apparently not. No, I don't want to declare war on the Pan-Asian Cooperative, thank you very much. We'll just fortify there for now. Actually, I'll just tell him to do nothing this turn, so I can still move him next turn and not forget where he is. Now, are the aliens going to move out of range? If they are, I guess I can just chase them down with the gunner and finish him off. Yeah. These combat rovers not getting very far at the moment. We're taking out Bani Musa. And the siege worm has remained in range of Astrea, so let's blow it up. And it's gone. Awesome. You get 60 science, 50 culture, and 125 energy for doing that. Quite a nice reward, if I do say so myself. So now we're going to work on a auto plant in Astrea. In Javed, I am going to build a farmer lab now, and a quest decision. Engineering the future. Do we get extra orbital coverage from repair facilities, or do we get plus 5% production for military units? I think we'll go for that. And I still actually need to check that I've got all of my trade going, because it's really important for this strategy to keep all my trade as efficient as possible. Like, basically make every city have the 2 trade routes that they can until we get the upgrade for auto plants, which I'm not sure if we already have. Anyway, this marine can actually go block this tile. But I don't think that's actually very important, because obviously they can still go around me. No doubt they've tech to be able to move over water. So what are we going to do with this guy instead? Well, there's no alien nest nearby that we need to go take care of. So I guess we're just going to fortify him in our own territory for now. We'll do the same with this gunner. Actually, I'll get the gunner to come out, and then he can be used to attack this siege worm. So for this familiar exotics, it is telling us to build a petrochemical plant building in Mandira. I'm not sure what tech we need to get a petrochemical plant, so let's quickly jump into that. Biochemistry, okay. I guess we can work towards that. We shall do so after getting alien sciences. Let's select a project for our spy agency, which shall be to give us extra health. And we shall, in the meantime, assign a agent to possibly Chu Yen would be a good one. Yeah, let's go towards Chu Yen. And then the other 2 can stay at headquarters for now, to give us the extra health bonus. Now where's this? Mandira. Let's build a network here. In Sabda, we can work on a site nursery. Actually, I'm not going to build a network yet there. I'm actually going to get another trade convoy first and see where we can place it. And this explorer is free, so let's head back towards our city. Keep attacking the siege worm. Eventually we'll kill it. But in the meantime we'll just harass it with the gunner. It's lucky they can't go 2 tiles at a time. Otherwise that could possibly get really annoying. These rangers don't seem to be hanging about in the right place. If they wanted to go and attack Banu Musa, surely they would have done by now. So we're going to have to be really careful. Right, so I am going to get a settlement here. That's probably actually a really nice place to get one. That puts us in range of a lot of Faraxite. So I think we'll do that first. Let me just check the yield icons. Yeah, that's a really nice place to go. So we will do just that. And in Syra we will probably produce another colonist to place over here somewhere. Well, let's move the gunner a tile away and then attack the seed worm. Choose a production in Mandira. Should we just check the production in Syra first? And that will actually take longer to produce a colonist, so we'll instead work on a vivarium there. And in Mandira we can work on the colonist. Now this trade convoy can change its origin city to Asraya. And we'll actually build another one in Javed as soon as they finish the Farmer Lab. I need to make sure that Raptor Bug really doesn't get killed. But it will do if the siege worm moves onto its tile. That would be unfortunate. I probably should have manually moved that this turn. Are the Brazilians heading back? Given up on attacking Banu Musa?
When you meet a new neighbor, you greet her with heartfelt courtesy. So also will we get to know our new alien neighbors.
So now we can get Xenofuel plants and a nursery and Xenomass well. Continue this Raptor Bug on his way. Upgrade this gunner and then use him to attack the siege worm again. Poor aliens. Establish a trade route from Asraya to Jarbed. Boost the production a little bit. Keep the colonists on the move. And that is about it. Now we need to get the Marine off the Sabda tile so we can get him his Explorer modules back. And for now we shall just pass the turn there. Now what I might do actually, instead of stopping the production in Javed, I might just purchase a trade convoy. Probably the best thing to do. Seems that the Brazilian gunners are now moving away, so that's good to see. Constantly juggling my gunner with the siege worm. And now Syra can work on the network, finally. Purchase that trade convoy here. Get this Raptor Bug to continue up north. This Explorer can now, I guess, go towards Syra, and we can wait until I can move across water and then go across. I need to make sure that I add that to the queue, just so I don't forget to do that. So we're currently on biochemistry. We'll move on to planetary survey afterwards, and then we can actually get the work barges as well and actually make use of this algae. And we'll get the marine back onto Sabda and fortify them. It's good that we don't really have much to move each turn. Allows us to make quicker progress with our turns. It's recommending to build a city here. That's interesting. Maybe that would be a better place to put it. Yeah. Actually, it would be, because we'd still be able to tile over towards this float stone. Yeah, we will do that. Now, I need to make sure that I have something to defend it in case the Pan-Asians declare war on me, because I'm settling too close to them or something. So, let's get this gunner to keep attacking the seed worm there. Choose a production in Sabda, which will be the farmer lab. You can see our health is slowly fixing itself after producing all these farmer labs and so on. Jabed, we can work on the Thorn reactor. And this trade convoy can trade with Sabda. So I think all of our cities have the maximum amount of trade routes they can currently. Oh, I forgot to actually assign my covert ops to do something. That was a bit of a mistake there. We'll establish the network next turn then. Found this outpost. Awesome. Choose a production in Mandira now, which shall be a gunner. Should get this gunner to walk back again and attack the seed worm. We'll get the covert ops to establish the network. And this colonist can head towards that tile. Cool. Now that isn't going to quite connect Sabda, I don't think. But it will block the Pan-Asians from coming across without going through that city. So that's good. We need to tile towards this frac site. So I might do that in our next turn. Because we are going to be able to start building units with frac site very shortly, I think. Because after we finish biochemistry and planetary survey, we will probably move on to tactical robots to get the CNDR, and that requires Firaxite to build. Gunner can move forwards again, attack the siege worm, maybe kill it. Not quite. We'll build a paddock here. Colonists moving dangerously close to the Brazilians. Hopefully they don't declare war on me. I'm going to build another gunner after that as well and place it in Basanta. But this one will accompany that colonist. Ooh, we've discovered Jinsoku labs.
Biochemistry on this world is like a...
Where did that land? Maybe too far away? Yeah, too far away. That's a shame. I could have done with another station to trade with. But now in Mandira we will work on the repair facility. Actually, I wanted to get another gunner before I forget. In Asraya we can work on the thorium reactor now. And for this quest decision, we will get +1 trade routes from auto plants. Yeah, definitely. And that way, we can start to produce more trade convoys and boost our production even more. Move the gunner away and attack the siege worm for the last time.
All planets possess inherent value, and establishing the exact dollar value of the property should be a priority.
So there we go, we've got 200 science there from completing the fresh specimens quest, which was to kill 10 alien units, and we've got the planetary survey. Awesome. So now this guy can jump straight onto water after building that paddock and build a work barge. Just like perfect timing, really. Get that gunner to move to the same place the outpost is heading. And now we can work on I want to work on tactical robotics now, but at the same time we can get ballistics and defense grid really cheap. So I think we might do that. Yeah, let's get ballistics and defense grid, and then we'll get tactical robotics, and then we can head up towards genetic design to get the gene garden for when we need more health. But we would need to get a couple of affinity levels in purity to make use of that, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, ballistics and defensive grid, definitely. We can make our cities really strong by doing that. Yeah, that'll do. Move on to the next turn. We can now explore with the explorer across the water, so we will do that as well. So yeah, it all came together really well then. Perfect timing indeed. So I'm not sure quite where all my workers are. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that I can see. Did I lose a couple at some point? Not sure. Right, anyway, this gunner can go down to Visanta. Actually, do I need this gunner then? Probably not. Because I don't want too many gunners, because if I had like 3 gunners, then where would I put them? Like, you know, I don't want them on like a tile next to the units I'm attacking. I would want marines for that. So maybe we should work on like a marine unit instead. Or maybe just a worker. Yeah, let's get another worker. In Sabda, we shall work on the trade depot there. That's actually a really good choice. And actually, before I forget, I will purchase trade convoys in Mandira and Syra. And we shall choose the production in Javed to be a recycler. And this raptor bug can continue upwards. This trade convoy from Asrea can trade with Sabda. And we'll move on to the next turn. So I think we're developing very well at the moment. Especially now the miasmic repulsors have got rid of a lot of the miasma. We can work a lot of this land, and that will come in very handy to get us lots of benefits. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be one massive sea until we get round to the other side of the world. But it's worth having a look, I guess. Gives the explorer something to do. Get this trade convoy from Mandira then to trade with Syra. Trade convoy can trade with Javed still. And we can work on an observatory, possibly. Get this trade convoy to trade with Asrea. You can see Asrea was already caught up in population to almost the same level as Syra, which was my second city. And that's mainly due to the trade. The raptor bug's going to go up and round. Hopefully can get quite far, because raptor bugs can't go on water. we'll have to wait and see. Banamus are still being attacked by the Brazilians. They're slowly making progress on taking it out.
Oppression, chaos, and death may come from the barrel of a gun, but so occasionally does victory.
Would you look at that? An alien nest spawned just next to Vasanta. Now, somebody requested that I make aliens friendly. And this is a perfect opportunity. I can literally just tile over that, and in, I think it's 40 turns, somebody said, they become friendly. That is quite a long time, but, you know, in the meantime we can build an ultrasonic fence there, keep them away, no worries. Now it's good here because we have a nice open land, which means that the aliens won't actually get in the way. Now let's choose an operation in Chuyen, which shall be to siphon energy. Choose a production in Mandira, which shall be to build the Stellar Codex. In Asria, we can work on the laboratory. Sabda can work on the thorium reactor. And the trade convoy from Javed can continue trading with Mandira. So this worker can go to this fruit and improve it with a plantation. Oh, we need to be careful of this siege worm. The yield icons say that will only give us one production by going on there, but I still think it's a good place to put it, because we can get all the resources and then still block off the Pan-Asians. You don't have to worry about this frac site because Sabda can tile over that. So in Javed now we can work on a laboratory there. Get that outpost into position. The trade convoy from Syra can trade with Sabda. Actually, we need to continue trading with Bani Musa. Nearly missed out on that. We shall chop down the forest there before we work on the tile. You can get this raptor bog to have a look around, but it doesn't look like he can see much. Probably going to have to come back then. That's annoying. Never mind. That's what my explorer's for. You can continue looking across water. I might actually set the explorer to automated, because there's no way I want to keep telling him to move on through the darkness there. That would kind of get really frustrating. And we're currently at plus 57 per turn, which is actually quite a lot now. Especially considering with how many new cities I'm putting up everywhere. Need to make sure this gunner gets into Vasanta. We can use it to clean up some of these aliens. In the meantime, this worker can head towards the Xenomass and create a Xenomass well. We'll form the outpost here, and our gunner is nearly in range to defend that, so that's good. Choose a production in Syra, which shall be a rocket battery, and that's about it. But unfortunately, it has been my time. So, we're making very good progress. A couple of new outposts have been formed. So we'll look forward to founding those cities. We've got obviously our developing cities here. Eventually they'll connect their tiles and we'll have some very, very good land to work on with all of these resources under our control. But for now, that's it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.